The car world just got flipped on its head. No one, and I mean no one, ever imagined hearing the words Honda Type-R and Hellcat in the same sentence. For years, the Honda Type-R has been the symbol of precision, lightweight performance, and high-revving engines built for pure driving joy. But in 2026, Honda decided to tear up its own playbook. They've done something insane. They've taken the soul of a Japanese legend and injected it with raw American muscle. This is the 2026 Honda Type-R Hellcat, a car that doesn't just bend the rules, it obliterates them. Think about this for a second. The Type-R has always been the hero of front-wheel drive performance, light, balanced, and razor-sharp. But now, imagine that iconic red badge sitting on a car powered by a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, the very same monster that made the Dodge Hellcat a household name. It sounds like madness, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what Honda wanted, to blend precision engineering with unfiltered power. The result, a 2026 Type-R that redefines what performance means. The story began deep inside Honda's engineering department, where whispers of a radical prototype started circulating. Insiders claimed Honda was working on a secret, Project Fury, a collaboration with Stellantis, the parent company of Dodge, to create something no one had ever seen before, a Hellcat-powered Japanese super hatch. It sounded too wild to be true, until spy photos began leaking. Test mules were spotted in Japan and on the Nürburgring, wrapped in camo, with bulging hoods, quad exhaust tips, and a soundtrack that was unmistakably V8. The internet exploded. Forums went crazy. People laughed at the idea, but then Honda confirmed it. The 2026 Honda Type-R Hellcat was real, and it was coming for everything on four wheels. Under the hood sits a version of Dodge's legendary 6.2-liter supercharged V8, tuned by Honda's own performance team. The result is a staggering 780 horsepower and 675 pound-feet of torque, numbers that blow the old Civic Type-R's 315 horsepower completely out of the water. But this isn't a simple engine swap. Honda re-engineered nearly every component to make sure that power could be controlled. The engine bay is reinforced with titanium braces, a lightweight carbon composite subframe, and an all-new dual-intake cooling system designed to keep the supercharger breathing freely even under extreme heat. The sound is something out of a nightmare, a low, menacing growl that builds into a scream as the revs climb. It's a noise that commands attention, that announces its presence before it even turns the corner. This is not a front-wheel drive hatchback anymore. For the first time in Type-R history, Honda has gone full all-wheel drive. Power is distributed intelligently through an electronically controlled system that adjusts torque split up to 60% to the rear when needed. Combine that with a new 8-speed automatic dual-clutch transmission designed to handle all that Hellcat power, and you've got a car that rockets from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. That's right, a Honda hatchback that's quicker than a Lamborghini Huracan. Let that sink in. But Honda didn't just want brute force. They wanted balance. They wanted the Type-R Hellcat to handle corners as gracefully as it destroys straightaways. So, they equipped it with a next-generation adaptive magnetic suspension system that reads the road 1,000 times per second, adjusting damping in real time. The car feels alive under your hands, responsive, agile, ready to pounce. The steering is sharp, precise, and beautifully weighted. There's no dead zone, no lag, just pure connection between driver and machine. And thanks to a set of massive 21-inch forged wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, grip is never in question. Braking, too, has been dialed up to match the power. Massive Brembo carbon ceramic brakes with 6-piston calipers bring this beast to a halt in a heartbeat. And in true Honda fashion, the brake feel is perfect, firm, progressive, and confidence-inspiring. Even when you push it to its limits, the car stays composed. There's no chaos, no unpredictability, just speed, precision, and control. Now, let's talk design. The 2026 Type-R Hellcat looks like something from the future, like a Civic that went through a military training camp and came out a battle-hardened warrior. The body is wider, lower, and more aggressive than ever before. The front fascia is dominated by an enlarged air intake, feeding that monstrous supercharger beneath the hood. Speaking of the hood, it's sculpted from carbon fiber and features dual heat extractors to keep temperatures in check. The headlights are razor thin, glowing in a bright red hue when you enter track mode. Along the sides, muscular fenders house wider tracks, and the roofline is slightly lowered for improved aerodynamics. Around the back, you've got a massive carbon fiber wing, not for show, but for downforce, and an insane quad exhaust setup that spits flames on upshifts. The rear diffuser looks straight out of a GT race car, and the taillights. They've got a heartbeat animation that pulses every time you start the engine, almost as if the car itself is alive. It's not subtle, it's not polite, it's pure aggression sculpted in metal and carbon. Every angle, every vent, every surface was designed for performance and presence. It's not just a car, it's a weapon on wheels. Step inside, and the transformation continues. The cabin feels like a mix of race car and luxury fighter jet. You're greeted by deep, sculpted bucket seats wrapped in Alcantara and red leather, with the Hellcat logo stitched beside Honda's Type-R badge, a visual reminder of the madness you're sitting in. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, covered in suede, and feels perfect in your hands. Behind it, a fully digital 12.5-inch display shows real-time performance metrics: horsepower, boost pressure, oil temps, G-forces, lap times, and even supercharger RPMs. The infotainment system is integrated into a floating 13-inch touchscreen, with a custom performance skin exclusive to the Hellcat edition. It's fast, fluid, and customizable, letting you adjust drive modes, exhaust sound, and suspension stiffness with a single touch. One of the coolest features is the Beast Mode, a special driving profile that unleashes the car's full potential. Activate it, and the digital cluster glows red, the exhaust valves open, the supercharger primes itself, and the car lowers slightly to improve aerodynamics. It's like awakening a sleeping dragon. The ambient lighting inside the cabin even pulses in rhythm with the engine's rumble, subtle, but spine-tingling. Even though it's built for speed, Honda didn't forget comfort. You still get a full suite of modern tech: wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a 16-speaker Bose audio system, advanced climate control, and the latest version of Honda Sensing 360, offering adaptive cruise, lane keeping, and AI-assisted collision avoidance. So yes, you could daily drive this monster, if you're brave enough. When it comes to performance numbers, they're almost absurd. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Quarter mile in 10.4 seconds. Top speed, 205 miles per hour. For a hatchback, it's not just quick, it's terrifyingly fast. But unlike pure muscle cars that feel heavy and unruly, the Type-R Hellcat retains Honda's lightweight magic. The body structure uses a mix of aluminum and carbon fiber, bringing total weight just under 3,700 pounds, remarkable given the massive engine. Sitting up front, Honda also added a launch control system that's both brutal and intelligent. Engage it, floor the accelerator, and the car preloads torque through the AWD system. The instant you release the brake, the car explodes forward with zero hesitation. The front end barely lifts, the tires claw at the tarmac, and before you know it, you're doing illegal speeds. It's addictive, it's dangerous, it's pure adrenaline. But what truly sets this car apart isn't just its numbers. It's the way it feels. Every time you drive it, you sense the harmony between Japanese engineering discipline and American brute strength. The supercharger whine sings with the VTEC precision of Honda's legacy. The chassis balance feels organic, alive, and confidence-building. It's chaos, but it's controlled chaos, and that's the beauty of it. Honda didn't just make a fast car, they made an emotional experience. And let's not ignore the cultural impact. The Type-R Hellcat is more than a car, it's a message. It says that even in an age where electric vehicles dominate headlines, there's still room for combustion, sound, smell, and soul. It's a defiant middle finger to the idea that performance has to be silent. It celebrates noise, power, and connection. And in that sense, it's a masterpiece. The price, around $85,000, shocking for what it offers. It undercuts European super hatches while outperforming most of them. It's faster than an Audi 3 rupees, more powerful than a BMW M2 CS, and wilder than anything Honda's ever built. Production will be limited, only 3,000 units globally, making it an instant collector's item. Honda has even confirmed that each Type-R Hellcat will be hand-assembled at a special facility in Tochigi, Japan, with Dodge engineers overseeing final engine calibration. Each car comes with a serialized plaque signed by the engineering leads from both companies. It's a union of East and West, a symbol of what happens when passion trumps logic. When you start it up, that rumble fills the air, deep, angry, and raw. You feel the vibration through the seat, through the steering wheel, through your chest. You know this isn't just another performance car. This is a monster disguised as a hatchback. On the road, every gear shift feels like a thunderclap. Every acceleration pins you back with violence. Yet when you ease off, when you let it breathe, it calms down. It becomes civilized. That's the genius of it. Two personalities, one body, the perfect balance between fury and finesse. The 2026 Honda Type-R Hellcat is not just a car, it's a statement of rebellion. It's proof that the automotive world can still surprise us. It's Honda shouting to the world that they're not done yet, that passion still lives under the hood, that even as the world goes quiet, they'll keep roaring. And maybe that's the greatest thing about it. It's not built for everyone. It's built for those who understand, for the ones who live for the red line, who crave the sound of a supercharger screaming, who want a machine that feels alive. So when you see that red badge with a Hellcat logo sitting beside it, you're not just looking at a car. You're looking at history in the making. The 2026 Honda Type-R Hellcat, the most insane, most unpredictable, most thrilling Honda ever built. A car that blends Japanese precision with American chaos. The perfect storm. The legend reborn. The beast unleashed.